Hey there, friends and enemies, JoPa here again, and today we got some massive news for Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, as we will be getting a second year of content and a new pass that will include some additional cosmetics, some very exciting stuff after the highly successful, in my opinion, Siege mode that just dropped. I am so glad to see that we are continuing to get new content for this game. I absolutely love it. It's been a blast coming back after some time away with the latest update, and I do feel like there's a lot more potential with this game that is yet to be realized, even though we know a Space Marine 3 is also on the way. So working on both is kind of a lot, but I am glad they are doing it to keep alive Space Marine 2 and bridge the gap towards Space Marine 3. Anyway, let's see what the June community update has for us. They go over what was included in the 8.0 Siege update that just dropped. If you have not played that, I highly recommend checking it out. So they got Siege mode, which is a horde mode essentially, that I believe is the best way to level your lapsed characters, any of your classes that you haven't leveled up yet. You've got new cosmetic rewards, new skins and cosmetics that are DLC content, tweaks with the balancing changes as well, and I think that's pretty awesome. Anyway, next up, we're going to look towards the future. So, they do have some upcoming updates. We just had 8.0, which was a Siege update. We will be getting a 9.0, which is going to be more balance changes, and then 10.0, which is going to be a large-scale update in September. This one is going to have a bunch of new content to look forward to. See, update 9.0 will not have new content, only the balancing changes as I mentioned, but that also means that the PvP mode they were planning to release in 9.0 will be pushed back to 10.0, which is a bit of a bummer, but I'd rather them have everything drop all at once, so there's a lot of exciting content to look forward to. New mode will take place on a new map, two sides, but it won't be Loyalists versus Chaos. It'll be Chaos versus Chaos, and you can take control of a Hellbrute. So this is going to be more shenanigans-based PvP, which is right up my alley. I absolutely cannot wait. It sounds awesome. As this new game mode is centered around Chaos, new Chaos armors will also be out of the game, something a lot of people have been requesting. New melee weapon with the Power Axe, which looks awesome as well. Will have its own moveset, execution animations, etc. We'll show more on this weapon later, but here's a first look. Looks really nice. And then we also have a new class, which I don't believe is going to be dropping with 10.0, but is going to arrive in the future, and that is the Tech Marine, another long-requested addition to Space Marine 2. And like I was saying earlier, knowing that Space Marine 3 is on the horizon has me really excited, because a lot of these changes can be implemented into the next game. We went so long between Space Marine 1 and Space Marine 2 that it really felt like an entirely different franchise, even though there were enough similarities that it was pretty exciting. Now, going from Space Marine 2 to Space Marine 3, it's going to feel more like a true sequel with upgrades to all the systems that they've worked on. Hopefully we get Siege mode right from launch in Space Marine 3 and a lot of those different updates, so it just depends on how far away that game is, but we should get new campaign, new ways to play, new PvP maybe, all very, very good stuff. Some other patch 8.0 details, again, Siege mode, which is getting some adjustments with the timer. I know there have been complaints about that. I think that is a good, positive change. Otherwise, I think Siege mode is in a really good spot. We got the White Scars chapters pack that looks incredibly clean, in my opinion. Then we also have the Blood Angel cosmetics, pretty nice overall. And then finally, the Blood Angel cosmetic pack. I like the various colors along with the different colored helmets. I'm a fan of that for sure. And then Blood Angel successor chapters as well. We got some Twitch drops, so if you want some skins for some of these different things, especially the Mark 8 errant helmet, I know a lot of people like that one, so that's a really nice update. Some RTO and DLS support as well, quality of life improvements as well that were in this update, so lots of good stuff. Overall, really, really excited. I think this is a great time to jump back into the game. I do feel like Siege mode and all the content we have currently will be able to hold most players over until September. And then hopefully with the balance and changes in the August update, I would imagine that drops. That's going to be more tinkering with things to make sure everything feels really good to play ahead of obviously the new PvP mode, which I'm really excited about, but also the Axe, which sounds awesome. I also, like I said, I can't wait for the Tech Marine as well. Lots of good changes there. Overall, very excited for the devs because it does feel like this game, while not perfect, has done a very good job of balancing the line. It's not in live service. It has these big updates. It doesn't have season pass or anything like that. Yes, it has the DLC pass, which has updated cosmetics only, but I think that's fine. At the end of the day, that's the best way to charge for new content to keep the game going, because siege mode, the new class, the new weapon, melee weapon that's coming out, the new PvP stuff, all of that is completely free if you already own Space Marine 2, and so that's a way for them to keep the game going, hopefully by having new players jump into Space Marine 2, but also have a optional DLC pack for the diehards. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about some of these changes. What of the new stuff, whether it's the new class, whether it's the new weapon, whether it's new PvP mode, are you most excited about? Let me know. My name is Jopa. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a good one, and I'll catch you all later.